Guys, Features Gaming here, and welcome to another stream. Today I am going to be, well, mainly practicing for the 2-hour endurance race that is going to be happening tomorrow with Gum Garage. So I believe this is all working. I can, by the way, yeah, I ain't gonna be reading chat. Yeah, not gonna be reading chat. Just gonna be focused on the game. So, what I'm going to do for practice today is, I don't always do this, but I thought because I'm straight. Wow, it is raining outside. But I thought, if I'm streaming, let's do something that I wouldn't normally do. So, I'm going to be doing the 2-hour race on the circuit with the car that I'm going to be going, which is the FXO Turbo with a relatively good setup that I feel quite comfortable on. That's all the statistics if you want it, which you probably can't even see because of my face cam. Obviously with the Gum Garage livery. Skill level for the AI I set on Pro, so the max level. This does not go any higher. And I'm going to be starting from the back and basically going to race for 2 hours around the circuit and seeing what we can do. Just checking this is working. Yep, seems to be working. So hopefully the quality is good, and hopefully the sound when I get into the car and everything is all good as well. Let's click go and get ready for this very long single player endurance race. So I'm basically going to be doing what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. The only difference is on this stream I am offline, so I'm in single player, and tomorrow I'll be online. Right, so I know where we go. Trying to get some speed through there. Already put myself up into P19 from the back, which is about halfway. And that's through like 2 corners. I mean, I have done a lot of practicing on this track, don't get me wrong. Know what to do there. Oh, car went off there. Normally there's carnage through the first corner as well. Sometimes I usually get caught out, but luckily I don't think I've got... I mean, I have made contact, but I don't think it's enough to, you know, affect the car. Yeah, AI on max, and it's still pretty easy for me. Manually shifting as well. That could be a corner that you cannot go side by side on, but we somehow make it work. Because of a little bit of wheel banging, but it's impossible to go through that corner side by side and not get at least some sort of contact. Luckily it wasn't anything too big, like none of us span out. All good. P14 now. Ow. gained like 20 positions in one lap. Now everyone is kind of spread out, so the rest will be a bit of a challenge. But I started from the back, literally bottom of the grid, and I purposely did that as well. And it's still too easy for me. I guess now then it's just a test of, I mean, I normally train offline anyway for when I've normally been training for this race. I've normally been offline, all grid of cars, AI cars, on the hardest difficulty, flying from the back. That's how I normally train. But only now, from that start, I've realised how easy it still is. Side by side through there, jeez, wow. I guess now it's just kind of guesstimate on how many laps I might actually complete over the course of the 2 hours. That was a big one. At the fastest lap, despite that contact. What's that car behind me doing? I've also got the LFS Lazy app as well, and it basically gives me a car radar, which I don't think you guys can see. And it also gives me some stats along the bottom, which you can see. Basically allows me to have a few different other things as well, but I don't have them turned off. I don't have them turned on, sorry. Yeah, you can see I've got 5.1 laps remaining in the tank. That's mainly because I wanted to that is mainly because I wanted to have a slightly lighter car at the start, so I can get these positions early on and then just rest throughout the end. That is why I kind of went semi-full out at the start, just to make sure that I get these positions early on, then just, you know, rest when other people's tyres and cars or energy start to wear off, and I can just relax and maybe make some more positions. Never know. So I will need to pit soon, and I've got that set to add on 30%, which I'm guessing is probably about 20 laps or something. Just think about it. I started it with 10, and that's about 10 laps. Well, like 7-ish laps. What he was doing by just barging past. Bit aggressive, but what racers do. I guess I kind of did the same thing on the first lap as well. Not to him, but to... That's one of the best lines I can think of through that corner to try and maximise time. Yeah, about the start, 10% is what I had at the start, which is about 7 laps. So if I add 30%, that should take me to around like 24 laps. The AI do not know where the car is. The only reason how they know you're there is if you go down the inside. They don't know if you're on the outside or not unless you're like fully past them. Like here, they'll just push me off. The switchback move. They are kind of quick down the straight, but I kind of didn't have the best exit out of the right-hander anyway, so... I did say I wasn't going to talk quite much in this race, however, I'm just doing like 4 lap commentaries. I mean, I'm focused and talking at the same time. For some reason, I feel more focused when I talk. I don't know. Is it just me? Yeah, if you guys have joined in and you're chatting saying hey me, hello back, but I'm not reading chat, as I just want to just keep my eyes on the road at all times. I don't want to have like chat here to like distract me. A bit of contact there, but I mean, nil contact, that's fine, it happens in racing. It's just like the massive crashes that I don't want. Little taps here and there, yeah, that's fine. Like when that went very aggressive down the inside and kind of barshed his way past. I don't mind that, in all honesty, as that's racing. Yes, I was kind of like a bit, what are you doing? That's just an initial reaction. Then I remember, oh wait, we're racing. Then it kind of like comes to this point of like, oh yeah, people are going to be doing that, it is racing. So I really don't mind that. It's just the initial reaction to me that might kind of seem that I'm not okay with it, when in reality I am. Yeah, I don't like the big crashes. I don't want, like, that yellow car is swerving, and I was right near his bumper like that. That I don't want. And that is affecting me. We've got another hour and 50 minutes to go though. So I think I'll make the call and hit this lap. As the damage I've just now sustained is kind of affecting me. I can feel the wheel being so off balance now. So I think I need to pit for repairs, get the balance back, so I can then just, you know, go. To get some more fuel as well in the tank, so I can just drive for a few more laps without really having to worry about it. I've also got the pit stops to change my tyres when they're on 50% wear. As in all honesty, I don't really feel tyre wear all that often in this game. Yeah, I've got it set to change at 50%. I say, however, I can feel the off balance of the car. However, yeah, I'm still passing people. Right, let's come in. Yeah, no speed limiter on this car as well. I have to kind of guess where my limit is. Yeah, I'm going to knock down a load of positions, but you saw how kind of many positions I gained at the start. I should gain these back. Obviously, they have to make pit stops as well, like at least one more. It's set to 2 stints. I might need a lot more than that if I'm being completely honest, but clutch slip is at 50%, 15%. Got 24 laps of fuel, so yeah. I kind of did guess right then. As we exit, we can put the power down. A lot less laggy because there's not much for my computer to render now. If I wasn't streaming, I could probably handle like a full 60 around the... Not even that, probably like 120 frames a second throughout the entirety of this race. It's just because I'm streaming that's kind of affecting the frame rate a bit. But I can handle it. Like it doesn't drop down dramatically. It probably drops down to like 30 or 25, which is fine. I could still drive in it or race. Right. In F1, what Bono says to Lewis, it's hammer time, Lewis. More like it's hammer time, fetch. Just realised the car's gone off there. And I'm now in 31st. Don't know where that is. It's probably upside down or something. Or they are upside down. I don't quite understand what's going on there, but... okay. Yeah, I will need to pit again. I think I can do a lot more than 24 laps in 2 hours. Let's just take a moment, like, I've done 8 laps in about 15 minutes. A lap takes approximately 2 minutes to complete. I can normally get it to about 1:56, so let's say about 2 minutes. 2 minutes over the course of 10 minutes is 5 laps. Then that means I can do 5 laps every 10 minutes. That means I can do 30 laps in an hour, meaning that I could do 60 laps in 2 hours. Quick maths. Okay, interestingly, the car's gone over the barrier. Next lap I'll try and show you, because that's actually hilarious. I'm trying to think how the car could actually possibly get there. I'm going to save this replay as well, so I can kind of look back on how that actually happened. And once I know what happened, I'll probably pin a comment of mine saying how it happened. Voice break there. Yeah, I'll probably post a little something that tells you how the car actually got over the barrier. So he has effectively DNF'd, let's say. There's not a way for cars or AI cars to DNF, unfortunately. There should be, like, if you stop moving for like, I don't know, a minute or more, then your class is DNF for the AI cars. You know, you manually do it yourself. But that means that the AI cars can't, you know, go ahead and do it. You just have to sit there, really. But the AI cars, because they're AI as well, they should know when they DNF, causing them to, you know, despawn. Right, here it is. Up in the distance, just on the right, near the bridge. They're upside down. See it? Why? I tried to show you more than actually picking my braking zone, but I'll tell you what, that was actually a sweet corner. Got distracted, however, still held a pretty good line. Right, I think I'm slowly catching up on the pack. People from Gum, from what I've seen on the server that we're going to be racing on, they're doing like 152s, and I'm just like, me on a good setup, pushing to my limits, I can only do at maximum probably a 155. I don't know how. Is there more time to be found or something? Am I not doing something correct? And for this race, I'm just trying to keep it, you know, cool. Not going 100% all the time. Like, probably now I'm going around, like, I don't know, like 90, 85%. Bearing in mind I just set the quickest lap with a 156.2. But I don't know. We're on lap 10 now, 20 minutes gone, as I predicted. Yeah, 10 times 3 is 30. Well, actually 300, but 10 times 3 is 30. 2 times 3 is 60, or 6. Whatever the digits I use. Basically meaning 30 laps an hour. Okay, now the car is feeling a lot more understeery, and that is probably due to the tyres. But it's kind of like one of those things that I don't realise that it is the tyres probably affecting it. I just think it's probably because, I don't know really, like I haven't really kind of thought it could be the tyres affecting it. And it could well be the tyres. The car is feeling a lot understeery. Not like not like super understeery, but like kind of just a little bit. It's still bearable. Don't like still race like this, but it is feeling a lot more understeery. I just thought it was probably something to do with the engine, I guess. Like some damage that's probably made myself get a bit more drag. But now thinking about it, it probably is most likely the tyres. I'll be honest with you. I thought I would have catch the field by now. Gap 17 seconds. A 156.05. I want to know what kind of lap times they're doing. Then I can kind of get a get an estimate on when I'd be in striking distance. I feel like I drive quicker with someone in front. Like when I know that I'm racing them and when I can see them, I feel like I drive quicker battling with them. Which sounds odd to say. That was a great corner. Carried out loads of speed. Guess hopped over the curb and probably damaged my car a bit, but I must admit, I probably gained some mad time there. Also, guys, as well, an announcement. I think it's next Wednesday. Gum Garage are also, I don't know if they've set up it or if they're like participating within it, but there's also an NFR championship, 2 20-minute long races as well. Just like last time, hopefully my streaming software doesn't cut out when I start it, so I can actually stream those events. And you may have seen on the channel, probably a couple of days ago, where I did a live stream, kind of like commentating over my second race, as I didn't have the first race replay, but had the second. Yeah. It's the same track as this, but I don't think it's the same layout, as far as I'm aware. As far as Tom has told me. In the same cars as last time. Yeah, as long as I know kind of how the car will handle. I just need a good setup for it, that's all. Just to try and gain a few extra tenths. As long as I know how the car can, I guess, kind of handle. That's a terrible corner. I just knocked over the bollard as well. Yeah, as long as I can kind of know how the car will handle, then all I have to do is just do what I did when practicing for this race. Like every day, probably do like 5 laps, and that will be occurring next Wednesday. Yeah, this will be my first race as a full GUM member as well, tomorrow. Yeah, because if you don't know, I am a full member of GUM now, so... of GUM Garage. Yeah. Thank you, Tom, if he's watching, for giving me it. I am super proud to, you know, be a member, and I'm excited for you, really, to, you know, for me to promote it, if you see what I mean. And then we've got that race next week as well. Same times as last time. It'll be a 9 o'clock their time, so 8 PM our time, warm up, I guess, or qualification. Then first race will be, as far as I'm aware, 8:15. If not, then it'll be past. Or probably even later than that. Oh, the bollards respawned. The marshal just come and picked it up and said, right, get back in your space. I don't know if that's the thing on the game. Alright, I just saw a car going through the right-hander. Right, so I'm near them. I'm near the AI cars, which is good. 16 laps until I need to pit and yeah, get another refuel. I may alter that to add on 50% possibly, just so I can get a few more laps in. I feel like 24 laps This is the tyre situation, as I said, will probably be enough, and I kind of need to come in and get a change of tyres. I'll probably add 40%. Like, change it so it adds on 40%. Like, that should give me like 29 to 30 laps, I think. Which can easily do about an hour. So meaning I could possibly do the race over 3 stints. Start the race with not much fuel so I can get through the pack. Then when that kind of fuel runs out, hit and get, you know, a bunch of fuel, and if I've really been pushing, it will automatically do it. If the tyres at 50%, change the tyres. But if not, then just a refuel and probably some damage repairs. Then I'll kind of have to last like 40 laps on semi-worn tyres. Anyway, I'm getting going off a whole different tangents here, talking to you about next Wednesday's race. So yeah, 8:15 London time or UK time will be the first race start. I've gone for 20 minutes. No, it can't be that. It probably is, I don't know. I think it's 8:30 the race. Yeah, that probably sounds more realistic. 8:30 PM is the race, first race. Race for 20 minutes. Have a break. And I think we start the next race at like 9:15 or something like that. I don't know if it's going to be reverse grid as last time. I think it is. Yeah, looking forward to that one as well as tomorrow's. Like, honestly, I've been excited for tomorrow's race since like 2 weeks ago. Whenever I heard about it, I've been excited to do this. And here we are, just a day off. Literally in 24 hours, I will be doing the event in 24 hours. Here I am, just doing a bit of final practice, doing a 2-hour race myself, seeing kind of where I can, you know, what I can do. Just, you know, getting to learn the corners and stuff, what gears I should be in, what speed. I think I've kind of got that down. I think now it's just a matter of, you know, keeping the consistency, if I can say, so I don't kind of like black down in the race. Like, I'll kind of know the circuit, and all I just need to do now is just constantly keep practicing, so I can hopefully try and be a bit more consistent, and also so I don't, you know, lack my knowledge. I can keep it raring to go, if you see what I mean. Yes, there is probably some areas that I can find to improve, but my skill level, I think I've kind of mastered what I can mostly do. You can see kind of, if I put each lap side by side, which for you guys, if I was going to do that, would be like 60 images all in one screen. Might not really see a difference because I've done like tons of practice already. This is mainly just, you know, making sure I can keep the consistency and getting a kind of knowledge for how many laps I could possibly do to try and work out strategy-wise. But not doing stuff like that where I nearly overshot it. Needed to turn the wheel a bit more just to, you know, keep the car on the track. I've done a lot in that in practice, but sometimes I've been lucky and kept it on, but other times it's skated off into the sand trap. And because when you're in the sand you can barely move, and if you are moving, not stop, into the barriers and end up either upside down or with quite a lot of damage. So I kind of prepared to enter that corner quite quick. So that people might enter it quicker, but I'm not their level yet. I am still, you know, a beginner. I wouldn't say I'm an expert, even though the AI are on pro. Well, I'm beating them, but, you know, there's tons more Need for Speed racers out there that are way better than me. Like the Arenas and System that race, they are super quick. You saw in the first 2-hour race, System kind of started at the back of it, and then somehow, over the course of like an hour and 45 minutes, got through the entire pack and lapped twice, and he won. Even though we all got disconnected due to I think the servers kind of like just lagged offline, so it wasn't anything to do on my end. Everyone lost connection, DNF. Yeah, he still managed to win that. We thought, like, we won't DNF everyone, as that'll be a bit unfair, because it was down to servers, so we kind of decided where we were in the race would be where we finish. Obviously, I was effectively last, but not fully last because of Daft retiring. As he had to reset his card too many times. It was automatically spectated, therefore kind of retired. Meaning I kind of got second to last in the entire race, which ain't too bad. I did say that my target was to complete the race, but the problem was service end, so I was happy with myself that I managed to stay in with it, if you like. We kind of didn't do the full 2 hours last time. Hopefully for tomorrow's race, we can keep on racing for 2 hours. It was probably about a 3-hour live stream because I started the stream like 1 hour before I wanted, 1 hour before I thought the race actually was. Because I'm offline as well on this, it's not requiring any internet, so I can race for 2 hours straight as well. I could even set this up to be 24 hours. I think the maximum amount of hours you can do in Need for Speed is 48 hours. No way am I doing that. The max I'll probably do is, you know, a 24-hour race, but, you know, not thinking about doing anything like that in the next, you know, 5 years. Because, you know, neighbours, it'll be a bit unfair of them, with me talking at like 3 in the morning. Be unfair for, you know, my family that live with me, my sister who lives directly you know, opposite me. Be a bit unfair for her to listen to me banging on the wall with my steering wheel on my desk at 4 AM in the morning, for example. And for my parents as well. It'll be unfair for them to, you know, keep hearing me. So when I moved out and got my own place, I think, let the neighbours know, just so you know, we'll be doing a 24-hour race, so just letting you know before, you know, you start hearing noises throughout the night. It's me, so don't worry. I do apologise for, you know, spoiling your sleep pattern, but it's for charity or whatever. And I'm sure they'll respect that. I mean, it will only be for like one night. Like, I wouldn't be doing it and then a week later doing another 24-hour race. It will literally just be, you know, like one night. Proper 24-hour races are held at the actual course. Like, it's not sim racing in real life. Like, it's not sim. I don't know how to say it. Basically, most endurance races are held at the circuit themselves, using real life cars and not sim racing. Yeah, I do hope the sound and everything is okay for you guys. I hope the quality is good. I know I'm not reading live chat, so I'll kind of decide after I finish streaming. But this entire 2 hours, you probably have not heard a single word from me. Or I've been completely overpowering my voice with the game, so I will decide on that. Because at 9 o'clock, when I race, which will possibly be like 45 minutes into the race, I'll kind of have to go into, you know, a slightly lower voice than my normal voice, but like an actual general, you know, talking volume rather than a slightly raised volume that I normally stream at. Yeah. I think from the tests I've done already, you should hear me, like, well. I think that... a bit of a massive screen freeze there. But yeah, you might actually hear me more than the game. But this is really mainly a test stream, firstly, and just for me to really, you know, get a good chunk of practice in before the race tomorrow. Doing effectively what the race is in single player, which is a 2-hour endurance race. As far as I'm aware as well, like, there's no regulations to how many stops you can do. You have to change tyres at every single stop. There are minimum fuel requirement. As far as I'm aware, there's no regulations for that. The main rule is to A, have fun, and B, drive clean and safe. Meaning, don't go stupid into corners, taking out drivers. Drive as clean as you can. And again, like, above all, have fun. And I have loads of fun doing these races, so why not? I love this game. I love racing. I love doing racing online with other drivers, kind of like seeing what my actual skill level is against other people, and to stream it to YouTube as well. Awesome. And to be partnered effectively by being a member of the team that I race for, putting up a good, you know, kind of, oh yeah, sorry mate, that was my mistake. I should have slammed on the brakes and let him go, because I'm in the wrong there. I should brake and let him go. Yes, you could argue he should have left space, but racing again. But if that was a real life, you know, just normal driving situation, I would be in the wrong. What was I talking about? Only just about being a member of the team I race for, building up a good, you know, sort of friendship with everyone involved in the team and the manager. Race for them. Oh! Me and that red car had a lovely squabble there. He tried to, you know, cut me off. Obviously, safely and cleanly, so nothing, you know, I'm mad about him for. He did everything correct. So, like, it's racing, he put in some good action, but it was just a bit too, you know, eager and snapped into loads of oversteer and cost him. Yeah, I'm just super excited to be a full member of the Gun Garage team. Coco has also been promoted as well from rookie to full member as well, so both me and him, I guess, will be making our debuts tomorrow. Yeah, excited for it. There's also some races going on the 24th of June, and there was another one. I cannot remember. Might not be able to do the 24th of June one, as that is the day after my birthday, and I might be too tired from it, because I don't know how much rest I'll get on the 22nd. Going to the 23rd, because for some reason, when it's an exciting day for me, I just cannot sleep, and I don't know why. Last Christmas, but last Christmas I actually managed to get a decent amount of sleep. I think I got like 5-6 hours, which is really good. Say the Christmas before, I didn't get any sleep at all. My birthday last year, I think I probably got about 2 hours. I think I kind of went to sleep at 2. I don't know, because there was so much noise going on outside because of a festival going on. We can hear the music even though it occurs like 5 miles away. Thankfully that won't be happening this year because, you know, lockdown and everything. But this is like a big birthday. Like last year it was only my 17th. This is like my 18th. Like going from teenage to adult essentially. and I'm excited that I'm turning 18 and stuff. The thing is, I had loads of cool things planned, but because of, you know, the certain situation with the COVID pandemic, loads of things we did have, you know, planned are not possible anymore. Well, without, you know, breaking a few rules. I could probably still do them, but we'll be breaking a few rules. So we follow the government's guidelines as much as we can. So yeah, I mean, I respect it. There's a global pandemic going on at the moment, so just have to wait until all of this is over, and then hopefully we can do the stuff that I wanted to do. Yeah, like, I'm excited, but not excited as I would have been, let's say, because I was like planning to do like karting on my birthday, loads of stuff like that. But unfortunately, there isn't going to be any of that this year. When it's over, then yes. Just be a day of me to do the same features gaming stuff again, just on a day that I'm turning a different age, I guess. The few surprises in the morning. Stuffing my face and getting even more fatter than I already am. As you know, your boy's getting a bit fat. I used to be quite active and, you know, fit when I was at school, because I used to play football every single lunchtime, and I always elected to be in goal, and paid off, as I was selected to be in the first 11 for the school football team in goal, the starting 11, which is awesome. Won every single match except for one indoor game, because at the time we didn't know how to play the indoor game, and on that match we lost 24-7. Literally, that's the score. I'm not making that up. That is literally the score. And somehow, despite letting in 24 goals, I was elected man of the match. Meant that I got an award the next day in assembly. Yeah, I used to be quite active, and now since college and stuff, not really been active, like, at all. Which is why a few weeks ago I tried to, you know, do daily cycles. Yeah, that worked out. I probably haven't been out on my bike for like 2 weeks now. I did it for like a week, and then probably did 2 days the next week, and then that was it. I haven't been on it since. Yeah, hopefully when this rain is gone, try and do it again, and, you know, maybe start losing a bit more weight, because I eat so much stuff. Loads of junk food and stuff, and yeah, sitting in my seat all day doing YouTube videos for you. Not really good for, you know, keeping active or anything. There's probably like 2 things that keep me active, which is A, my VR. Recently got a new game, and it's a bowling game, and Oh, it is actually, it is a brilliant game. And I only paid like 15 quid for it, so that was a brilliant investment. I actually think I played the game today though, just because me and my sister played on the Wii. When we played Wii Sports. It was good. Oh, lag. So I played Wii Sports, did a Wii Fitness Age, where my sister got the age of 30 and I got 32. Yes, we discovered that my sister is actually fitter than I am. Which is a little concerning, if I say. Yeah, I need to, you know, think about getting more active. I mean, could you really class sim racing as a kind of way of exercising? Because normal, like, race driving is classed as a sport by doing all of the movements and stuff. Because we're doing sim racing and doing effectively the same movements as the actual drivers are doing, even though we're not kind of experiencing the same G-forces and everything like the actual drivers do, are we still getting exercise by doing them? I don't know. Right. 28 laps and we haven't even gone halfway yet. I think I started the race at like 7, so we should end at like 9. Only 23rd. Well, need to think about pitting soon as well. I think I'll come in when the AI come in, is what I'm thinking. But I don't know how much the AI have fueled their cars up. Because I didn't change my tyres at the first pit stop I did, I should be relatively same tyre wear as they are. More and more as I go through the race, I think I can brake just that little bit later, going into turn 1. The window's steaming up. Wow. I mean, I'm not really feeling too hot. Obviously I am hot, but like I'm not, you know, wetting level, if you see what I mean. If I do get to that point, then I can just put my fan on. And if the window is suggesting that I am steaming up, when I do pit, which I might do this lap, actually, I'll stick it on. So you might hear it, you might not. Depends on if the filters that I've got added onto my mic to try and make it a bit more better manage to block it out or not. If not, then I do apologise, guys, but something to do with real life and not really easily solved while live streaming. But you can't get everything perfect when live streaming, I guess. Some things will go wrong. Let's go for one more. One more, and then we will need to stop. Let's possibly brake about there. I'm thinking probably 50-meter board, to be honest. So I kind of broke about, I guess, 80, 75 meters for the corner. We try and push it to 50. Because the thing is, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to keep braking into like a no longer brake. Because I just want to, you know, keep this car on the track. Obviously, I won't be braking like 80 meters on the first lap. Probably yes, actually, but like on the second lap, like when we're actually going full speed down that straight. If you see what I mean, I won't be braking at 80 meters or whatever my braking point is. I brake as soon as the kind of like the railings on the left, like stop. That's what I kind of use as a guide. Right, let's come in. Get a bit more fuel. Probably change tyres as well. Probably stop at the first one. Okay. Yeah, changing the tyres. Let's put my fan on. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. If not, then brilliant, but if yes, then I do apologise. That was a quick refuel. We're straight out. Twisting fan, so you can probably hear it like when it's there, but then when it goes off me, then that's when you might not be able to hear it. Right, rejoin. Right, I don't think we're too far behind as we were in the last pit stop. I think we're a lot closer. As last time we pitted, we probably had like, I think we had some like major damage, major repairs to do. That one, I think we only really had change tyres and refuel. So it didn't really take that long. Yes, the AI1, as you can call it, is pretty close to me. But I'm close to AI15. I.e. the person I need to overtake. How else do I say that? Yeah, I think we probably wasted about 20 seconds in that pit stop. I cannot fully remember. Obviously, there was a timer, but I didn't really pay attention to that. I was just going on that because normally my split at 6 to 2 on my time is about a minute. And if that last one was a 1 minute 20, I think I kind of lost about 20 seconds during the pit stop. I mean, not to mention going down the pit lane as well. So that draws time because you're only limited to, I think it's like 50 miles an hour. fully go off. Yeah, car feels a lot better. Getting rid of those worn tyres. Putting on a fresh set of boots. Obviously we're not going extremely fast at the moment because we are weighed down by the fuel we put in. If we didn't have fuel then we wouldn't move, so I guess having the car weighed down by fuel is a lot better than not moving at all, I guess. Right, 17 seconds to me in the car in front. Right, to brake at 80 at 50 meters there. Kind of worked, but still think just brake earlier. Better safe than sorry. Anyway, time. Got about 55 minutes remaining till the end of the race. I'm still feeling fine. Guess my hands are a bit aching, but my arms a bit, but I have been driving for an hour and 5 minutes. So why wouldn't they be? Like I don't have any like racing gloves, racing boots. I'd like some, but like they're not essential. I'm just like thinking, like, would they actually benefit me? I guess it might help me like getting like, you know, you like you know when you've been like driving for so long and you have some like dead skin near your thumbs? That's kind of what I get when I like race for so long. It might solve that issue, but like at the cost of my hands probably getting like wetty and making the gloves like smell weird, and I'm just like, ugh. Is it actually worth it? I think I probably forgot to put on that I normally put on my feet is I usually put socks on, because I've kind of like some dead skin like round the side of one of my toes, and when I race bare feet, which I am doing at the moment, when driving for so long it kind of gets a bit irritating, so I just like put some socks on to like, you know, A, cover it, and it just feels a bit fine. So for the race tomorrow we'll be having socks on. Like when you need racing boots or like something. Personally at the moment I feel fine. I don't really think I do need any. Probably something to look at like when I, you know, as I said at the start do looking into 24-hour races. Because at the moment, oh, the car's pitting now. This is my chance. Yeah, at the moment I'm kind of like a casual racer, like I'm not a pro sim racer if you like. I just casually play sim racing games that require me to use my steering wheel. And yes, I am probably well over average for the type of player that normally spends time on these games. But like, I don't think I'm at the level where I need to start looking into that type of gear, i.e. gloves and boots. So yeah, the AI are making their stops. I did set it to pit stop required. I just didn't know how much fuel they actually had. despite the fact that I didn't know the AI were, you know, going to load their car up a lot at the start and then only do one pit stop. If everyone on the day kind of has, you know, effectively the same strategy, then we all should really like, the way I'm racing, I think I might be in the middle of the action, because I'm quite fast, I'm consistent, I haven't had any, you know, like major, you know, crash or gone off the track. I've made, like, honestly, yes, I have made mistakes that I couldn't have, you know, I could probably deal without. Like, everyone will get them. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, pro sim racers get them as well. But yeah, despite the, like, if the AI cars had the exact same strategy as me and they were doing what I was doing, I think I could possibly be in first right now. We're up into 15th, and I think by the way our fuel looks, we will have to make one more stop, at least one more stop, if not two, for the end of this race, just to, you know, get a bit more fuel and possibly change tyres. Because yes, I could probably go to the end on the tyre that I am on right now, as I kind of drove for an hour with that tyre. Then I felt, when I made the pit stop, I felt like the tyres actually came alive, and that's because I changed them. So I think it is now that I am actually feeding tyre wear. And obviously, all of these AI are going to have fresher tyres than I am because I pitted earlier. But you saw at the start, I'm better than these. And I can't make them go any quicker because they're on the max. They're on the max level. I can't make them go any quicker. And that's scary. Because I want them to be quicker. I want a challenge, but I cannot make them go quicker. This is kind of like a casual player just racing against 0% as they just want to win every single race. It's kind of like me with here, like they're on the max setting and all I want to do is them to push, you know? Be the same level as me. And you could say, well, yes, they are because you're in 14th. Yes, but that's because I've made several pit stops. The AI have only made one. If I was on the same strategy as the AI, I would be in first. Like, I'm saying that now, I would be in first. Like, I think I was up into like E29, like 29th, having pitted twice. Oh, and the AI not pitting. So I think I'm a lot better than the AI. Meaning, A, I shouldn't have done that. And B, I'm quicker and better than the AI. yes, they are causing me problems, which is making it challenging, but I want more. As brilliant as it is to, you know, beat the AI on the hardest difficulty, it's a great achievement for me, and for many sim racers, I think, to beat the hardest level of AI. I want more. Like, now it's just boring. Because once I've gone through this traffic, it's just me and the track. All then I need to do is just drive, and then I'll be lapping everyone, at which point they have to get out of the way. I find it quite boring when I'm in first. For online races, no, because it means that I win that. But like AI, it's fine. I want a challenge. So if the people who made LFS are watching this, please make another level of AI. Like, record some telemetry of like the top racers, and you know, make another level, like expert level or something, level 10, not just having 5 levels of difficulty. Also make like each AI have like a different driving behavior. Like, have some as aggressive, have some as like super defensive, have some others as like conservative. So like they're very cautious of like where they place their car, willing to let you pass and stuff. Whereas like the aggressive ones are just like, they will park their car where you don't need them, where you would more likely not want them to be in order to stop you from overtaking them. Also like different variations of speed, like not one driver is the same, you know, is the same. And from what I'm getting from this game, each driver is the same. Like, all of them take the correct line 100%. Make them vary. As if the developers of Live for Speed would actually be watching this stream. But that's what I'd like. As this is just too easy. Like, all they have to do is get up behind the car. Probably just follow them for a while. But then I always get the job done in the end. Like, there hasn't really been a time where I've struggled to get past. Like, as long as you're patient and you don't rush into the overtakes, you will get the job done. And if overtaking like this is like in real life, why the hell am I not a professional racer by now? Right, you see what I mean? Anyway, 12th position. Coming up to do our 40th lap of this race. I want to estimate about another 20 laps to go. Could have done 2/3 of the race. There we go. 80 minutes of racing we've done. Another 40 to go. So for example, this red car, I think I will get him either possibly going going down into this corner or at the hairpin after this corner. More likely the hairpin. If I get a good exit and don't go wide as I was afraid of doing there. Yeah, not yet. I think then going around the right-hander before I don't know how to explain it. I'll say when. Not this next corner, the next corner. Not this one. Here. Not quite. Going down the hill. Like, it's not a challenge, like, you know. Yes, it could be, you know, a challenge to some people, but for me, like, real life drivers would do this. Like, they wouldn't immediately go for the overtake unless they're, you know, Max Verstappen. but like, you will have drivers that will just, you know, stay behind, not because they can't get past or anything, but just to assess how they're driving. Like, I am trying to go for the overtake. Yes, it is a bit, it's slightly challenging, but not as I was expecting for them to be. It's like, obviously they are pro drivers, they are the max level, but like, I thought like max level drivers would be a lot more challenging than this. Like, they're better than I expected, let's say. I'm gonna leave it there. Like everything, like the driving style and everything I've talked about. That's why I elect to go to the back of the grid as well. So I've challenged, you know, get past the cars. Like, anywhere from now on to complete the race, I'll be happy with. Obviously, I do need to worry about that pit stop as well, because I will need to make one more pit stop. I think only one more pit stop, because then I'll be refueled back to like 20 laps, which can last 20 minutes. But I think by my fuel, how my fuel is looking, probably lasts about half an hour. So the fuel set that I'm on right now could take me to, I don't know, 1:35 in time, and get a refuel, and then that should, in theory, last me to the end of the race. I refueled at what, like 55 minutes? An hour? And I'm still going. I still have like 11 laps left. I know that 10 laps is at least 10 minutes, is at least 20 minutes. Well, around 20 minutes. Because I can do these laps in about 1:56. Last lap was a 1:58.6. So, losing pace slightly, but I'm pretty sure this will be the same as everyone else. Like, they'll use all their energy at the start, and then they'll start to, like, you know, get tired, make mistakes. Well, that'll be like me, where surprisingly, despite going kind of above 70% the entire race, I'm still feeling like alright. Yes, there is slight tiredness, but like not a lot. Like, it's not affecting me. And I haven't even had a coffee today. Like, I can feel slightly tired. That's what I mean, but like, it's not affecting me. Or as far as I'm aware. There's probably a slight drop of consistency, but not by a lot. .96. Across the line at like 122 miles an hour. Slowly approaching the 1 hour and 30 minute mark. 3/4 of the way through, and still feeling alright. I still feel able to race, like, I still feel able to do another 2 hours from now on. Like, do 3 hours and a half. Whether in reality I'll be actually able to do that, I don't know, but I mean, I saw on LFS, I think it was last Wednesday, they were doing a 3-hour endurance race. It was from like 8 PM till 11 PM London time, and I wouldn't like I would not be allowed to do that. It was French time as well, so it'll be like 9 till midnight their time. You could split it into different, you know, like drivers and stuff, but I think you had to be, you know, all the team members had to be there the entirety of the race, or at least somewhat, you know, available to contact. Whereas I could like stop racing at like 9:45 and then just nod off. And I want to string these for you guys, because I don't think LFS is getting like enough exposure as it should be. It's a brilliant brilliant racing game. It runs on no NPCs very good. Like on no NPCs you could probably no end laptops. Like I could play this game at probably medium graphics, my old laptop, and still get around 40 frames a second. That's incredible. You can get a demo, which is completely free. It just gives you three cars, sorry, and one single track. PS1 license, I think, unlocks a few more cars and a few tracks. S2 license unlocks all the cars and all tracks except one. And then the S3 license just unlocks that extra track. Now I have the S2 license. I don't have the S3 license. I want the S3 license. The track is Rockingham, which is a racetrack here in the UK, I do believe. And whether it's based off the real track, I don't know. But as far as I'm aware, I think I remember the track saying Rockingham. We're over 3/4, so got 30 minutes to do now. Got an estimate of about 7 laps of fuel remaining, so I need to start thinking about pitting. I'd be amazed if I could actually manage these 7 laps till the end of the race. I think I actually said like 10 laps. At like 1 hour 20. 10.1. That's gone down 3 laps in 12 minutes. As far as I can remember, so I could, if I try my best to save fuel, finish like this. Because I'm okay, like I don't think I've got any, major damage. I don't think I've got any damage at all. Guess I probably have had a few taps, but not affecting the handling of the car in any way. The tyres still feel okay. Haven't noticed anything severely. Like, it's got to the point where I can't actually remember what the tyres felt like when they were fresh. I just remember they were good. But like, I don't know if I'm noticing any understeer, like, is that weird? I mean, the car itself is very understeery. Once you get used to it, it's fine. I don't know. For the race tomorrow, I'll be going with this exact car, the exact setup I've got as well. I tweak, the how much fuel I put in and stuff like that. Yeah. As I said probably about like an hour ago, this stream is mainly for me to make sure that I've got like the audio levels and stuff sorted. Get the quality of the stream and everything, and mainly just to get a bit more extra practice in. And I thought, why not stream it? You guys get to see kind of behind the scenes of what I'm doing in my spare time to try and get ready for this race. I feel like people just think, oh, they just have a good general knowledge of the track. Just turn up to any race and then just race like that. No, they can't. They train. Like, do you want to see things like Lewis Hamilton? Just, you know, go from one Grand Prix to the other and instantly know the track. At his skill level, probably yes, but do you see him like put in the fastest lap? No.